for being here, and would like you to know that each of you were invited here on this day because you have played an important part in their lives. As the Bible reminds us in Corinthians, love is patient, love is kind. Love does not envy, it does not boast. It is not proud, it is not rude, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, and always perseveres. Love never fails. In the time that Kobe and Marissa have spent together, they've built the sturdy foundation for a lifelong relationship. After a great deal of thoughtful consideration, they have decided to bind themselves to one another for the rest of their lives. May you all remember and cherish the sacred ceremony, for on this day, with love, we will forever bind Kobe and Marissa together. At this time, will you please rise? Who gives this bride today? Marriage is a sacred ceremony. Today we observe the union of these two people with the respect the occasion warrants. What we honor with reverence, however, we also celebrate with great joy. For married life, a shared life is a tremendous blessing. Now, as Kobe and Marissa embark on this journey together, they will be able to nurture a love that makes each of them better versions of themselves. Marriage is indeed the perfect garden from which to sow and harvest personal growth. Kobe and Marissa, learn to work together, to laugh together, and to love together. Don't get caught up in the worldly things that will draw you apart. Instead, focus on your shared devotion and turn inward. As your relationship strengthens, you will find that you come to share a remarkable love, a love that is both abundantly given and freely accepted. The joy you'll find as you pursue your shared lives will fuel you to face head-on challenges you'll encounter on this earth. On your journeys together, keep your spouse in the space of highest priority in your heart. The love you share must be guarded and cherished. It is your most valuable treasure. Under the eyes of God, I solemnly consecrate these matrimonial proceedings and the sacred covenant you shall both enter into on this day. As Jesus said, have you not read that he who made them at the beginning made them male and female? He also taught that for this reason a man shall leave his father and mother and be joined to his wife, and the two shall become one flesh. So then, they are no longer two, but one flesh. Therefore, what God has joined together, let no man separate. Kobe and Marissa, the sacred vows that you make to one another today present you with the opportunity to express your love in your own words. I would at this time invite you to publicly declare these vows.
Thank you, Steve. Okay. This is a day that I've dreamt about and wished for 6 years. Today I get to fulfill the promise I made to my best friend and marry you and make this vow. I am devoted to loving you every day, forever. I will use every single opportunity I can to show you love every single day. I will never, ever make you feel unsafe, uncomfortable, or unwanted. You are my soulmate, and I will always cherish you above all else. I've been telling you that marrying you has been my number one goal for years. And now that we're achieving it, I need a new one. I finally figured out what it should be. My goal should be for you to say in 80 years that I gave you everything that I had in me and more. It made you the happiest I possibly could have. When I was writing these, I got really, really crazy butterflies. And I got so shaky and jittery, and just like right now, I thought I was going to pass out. And it made me think about the past 6 years and everything we've gone through, and how many times those butterflies have come up. I got them when we were 17, and you asked me to fling. I felt like the frickin' man, because a girl asked me out. I got those butterflies for the first time, when we kissed for the first time on Valentine's Day, and you had red lipstick, and you smiled a little bit. I get those butterflies every single time that you come home from work, or when we drive in the car and we sing and talk together. I get those butterflies constantly, all the time. And I'll feel like I've accomplished my goal if I could somehow give you the same feeling these butterflies give me, making this value. I love you, Bert. And I'm so excited to be your husband and face the world with you.
I've spent a lot of time reflecting on exactly what I wanted to say, or what I could say in these vows that you don't already know, so forgive me if you've heard this before. We've watched one another grow over these past 6 years, and I could not be more excited to marry the man you have become. Although this process has been difficult and stressful, I have found a new love for you that I didn't know was possible, and I feel like I'm falling in love with you all over again. It seems like just yesterday, we were dreaming of our future lives together, of starting a family together, and finally here we are, making our dreams a reality. Our circumstances are not ideal, but I know that wherever we end up, however we make it happen, it would still be the happiest day of my life because I knew I would finally be able to marry the man that I love. There is no one else I would rather walk through life with beside than you. In my darkest moments, you've comforted me, cared for me, picked me up and dusted me off, or even dragged me along the way until I could gain my footing. In my happiest moments, you were the first person I told and celebrated my accomplishments with, even if you were the one encouraging me all along until I gained the confidence to believe in myself. Reflecting on how we've both grown as independent people and as a couple makes me so excited to see what we're capable of in our future. There is not a single doubt in my mind that you are the person that I am meant to spend forever with. And I'm sure our kitten, Bo, would agree wholeheartedly that he wouldn't want any other man to be his cat dad. I promise to always be a listening ear, a shoulder to cry on, and to make sure to hug you tightly after each day. I promise to be by you in sickness, in health, and everything else that could happen in between. I promise to love your family and to take care of them as if they were my own blood. I promise to always learn with you and grow with you and our family. I promise to make sure you are always safe in our home, and I promise to grow our family with you, whether that be little paws or pattering feet. I promise to communicate my feelings with you and be honest with you in difficult and stressful situations. I promise to always add songs you like to your playlist, to my playlist, so there's always something for you to jam out to. I promise to always ride shotgun for our snack runs and late night drives, and all we need is just each other's company. I promise to always value your opinions and thoughts and make decisions together that we are both comfortable and happy with. And I promise above all else to love you and cherish you each day as if it was our last. Each and every day with you is like a start of a new chapter in an adventure book. But lucky for us, we are the authors of our own story. And I cannot wait to start this next chapter with you as husband and wife.
So, I have to confess something at this point. I'm not only the minister, but I am also Uncle Steve, and apparently my nerves got to me a little bit. You guys can have a seat. I am so sorry. So, forgive me. Pulling double duty right now, so just trying to keep it together. Thank you, guys. So, at this time, Kobe and Marissa, will you please face one another and join hands? Under the eyes of God, Chad Colby Colton, do you take Marissa Ann Scudder to be your lawfully wedded wife? By making this commitment, you are joining in the sacred covenant of marriage. Do you promise to honor her in love, to be sensitive to her needs, to comfort her in difficulty, and to put your full and complete trust in her so long as you both shall live? Under the eyes of God, Marissa Ann Scudder, do you take Chad Colby Colton to be your lawfully wedded husband? By making this commitment, you are joining in the covenant of marriage. Do you promise to honor him in love, to be sensitive to his needs, to comfort him in difficulty, and to put your full and complete trust in him so long as you both shall live? At this time, we will exchange rings. So. To commemorate this union, you may now exchange rings. The circle formed by each ring symbolizes your eternal love and commitment to one another. Let these rings remind you always of that love and of the promises you have made here on this day. Will each of you please repeat after me as you place the ring on your loved one's hand? I, Kobe, give you Marissa.
I, Kobe, give you Marissa.
This ring as a symbol of my love and commitment.
This ring is a symbol of my love and commitment.
With this ring, I thee wed.
With this ring, I thee wed.
All right, Marissa. I, Marissa, give you Kobe.
I, Marissa, give you Kobe.
This ring as a symbol of my love and commitment.
This ring is a symbol of my love and commitment.
With this ring, I thee wed.
With this ring, I thee wed.
Whew, all right. By the power vested in me by the state of Michigan and before the eyes of God, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Kobe, you may now kiss the bride. As I said before, not only as the minister of this wedding, but as a very proud Uncle Steve to both of you now. It is my honor and pleasure to present to all of you for the first time Mr. and Mrs. Colton. All right, guys, how about one more round of applause for them? Thank you so much, guys.
Trash, got a pocket full of cash, we can roll. Shots of patrol.
So it sounds like at this time we're gonna have some time for pictures with the new bride and groom, and then it sounds like after that will be dinner. Dr. Frederick DeFerrin. So, once again, thank you all for attending and just being so gracious. Thank you.